Hey everybody, how's it going? We're here with a timeless reading. Welcome. All right, first card that we have out is Six of Wands. Six of Wands is a card of happiness. It's a card of victory. It's a card of success. It's a card of things going very well. I'm also seeing the Eight of Swords though. So what this can mean is that like you're doing a great job with something is going successfully. This is like an ideal outcome, or like whatever this is that you have going on, it's like turning out in the best way. But having Eight of Swords can be like, but I'm not feeling like that, or I'm still feeling nervous. Like I can tell that things are going well. I can I can see that things are going well, but on the inside I may be still feeling like nervous, or I may feel like overwhelmed or overstimulated, or I'm still worrying. It can be like that. So on the outside it's like things are going great. However, you can be like, well, it's a different story on the inside. This feels like it's associated with like conflict or change, something like that. Something that like you may be adjusting well or doing what needs to be done, but there can be a part of you that's like, it's still really difficult for me, or like I'm still struggling, or I'm still having a hard time, or this is just not easy for me still. So I'm seeing there kind of be that difference of like your guides being like, look at this, like we're starting off with the Six of Wands, which shows like us setting the scene as you being successful with something. But then again, when we like zoom into like what's going on inside, you may not feel like that, like what's going on internally is necessarily like matching, but it feels more so like because you may be uncomfortable with some things that are going on. And for those of you that struggle with change, I'm seeing this definitely be a big part of it. But your guides are like, look at what you're doing. Like this is definitely a moment of them being like, congratulations, or like encouragement, like you're doing so well, keep going, even though you're not feeling like that necessarily. But if you lift your head up and look around, I think you're going to really see what's happening here. And it's going to be something that you don't want to miss. Like you'll be happy that you lifted your head up. Working through something difficult. Okay. Whatever this was that you did like the best job possible. Why you're still struggling with this is because it looks like there's pain involved, and that may be something that's really throwing you off right now, because you're like, I'm still feeling like this, but I'm seeing things going very well here. And I'm also seeing Four of Cups, so it feels like because of needing to do something where maybe you needed to overcome something that was painful, or like get something done that hurt. It's like, it can be like, I know that I'm doing the right thing, and I know that I'm doing the best job possible. And this is like Six of Wands is your guide saying like you're doing the best job possible. Like you couldn't do better with this. Like you're doing the best. On the inside though, what you're experiencing is difficulty moving through something, because it looks like something is going on where it seems like you're facing something painful, or you did face something painful, or you still feel like you're bearing a sting that's associated with maybe what needed to be done. And so you could feel a little bit like I know that I did a good job, but like I'm not having a good time, like that type of thing. Where it's like, I followed my guidance, but this isn't fun for me right now. It's like that, where you know that it's good, and you know that when you get outside of this moment, you'll look back and be like, wow, I really did that, and feel really proud of yourself. But right now, you're sort of still dealing with being in the emotional experience that is connected with this. So that's what I'm seeing is happening currently. You're not going to stay feeling like this. It's just what's going on right now, and that is what it is. Maybe you even did something that you didn't necessarily feel like you would have preferred to do, but you knew that you needed to do it. Because Six of Wands shows you being like in alignment, successful, listening to your guidance, actually following through. But you may have needed to follow through with something where you were like, I wish I didn't have to do that, but like you knew that you did have to do it. And so I'm seeing your guides be like, really, really happy and really, really encouraging. Like this is a really big thing, like a celebration for you. But it's like you don't want to celebrate and you don't want to have cake right now. That's the feeling. Maybe you're feeling a little bit disconnected. But I'm getting this, what I'm getting be reinforced constantly and over again is that as much as you may be feeling like this now, it's temporary. And I'm seeing too, you be aware that like, I know that I'm feeling like this right now. And also too, I know that my 10 of Cups, that I'm connected with it. And even though I may not be feeling that connection very strongly, I know that it's there. So I feel like there's a safety or there's a security that you're feeling within this. Even though you may be at this point where you're not feeling great, what I'm seeing is the 10 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So you know that all of this is worth it for you, and that it may have been something that you needed to do for the sake of your pursuit of happiness, like ultimately, like in a bigger way, in a more long-term way for some of you. But it can be like temporary discomfort for like long-term success or happiness, like that type of thing. Do we want to dive into what this is? I think you're just feeling a bit out of it because you're going through something. What's the right word for this? It's like going through something harsh or heavy or difficult, where intense, that's what it is. Going through something intense. So that part of you that's like, let me save an aspect of you from going through this by sort of like disconnecting a little bit. I think you're still in that space of like, I just went through this thing, or like I'm going through this thing that feels very intense right now. And so there's a part of me that needed to disconnect a little bit. So you may feel a little bit disconnected from this thing because it's sort of, it feels like a defensive, like protective thing. But that can also have the impact of like disconnecting you a bit from like feeling happy as well, or feeling content, or feeling grounded, like that type of thing. So you may not want to connect emotionally right now because something like intense just happened. So you may feel like you need some time to like recover, like even hide away. I'm seeing like you may not be feeling great right now, but I'm seeing your guides be like, you're doing the best possible job. Like you did what you needed to do. You're doing a great job. I'm seeing this be like very, very encouraged right now. So you're exactly on track. And you got this too. I mean, I'm seeing the 4 of Wands here, 6 of Wands, 4 of Wands. This is like persevering, doing what you need to do. Whatever this was that you did, it was for the sake of harmony. So if you didn't do things in this way, it may have disrupted the flow, or may have disrupted the harmony, or could have even disrupted something that you have established within your life. But there can be a part of you that feels disconnected from this very thing that you did these things for. It's like that type of thing where it's like, I know that this was the right thing. Like, I know that this was the thing to do, but I'm feeling a little bit out of it right now. Like that. It feels like there's a shedding that's happening as well. And so you can feel that going on too. I keep seeing strength wanting to come out. Strength is Leo. Making plans, discussing plans. Seems like this is connected with what you're currently involved in. Regularly. Okay. Four of Wands, Two of Wands. It looks like there's something that needs to be tended to, like needing to have a conversation about something. It has to do with Six of Pentacles, so this can be about expectations. It can be about, it's about values at the end of the day. It feels like plans that you have for something that's already established. So it's like this thing that I have here and like what's going to be happening like with that. So I'm seeing it be that and like having a chat about that. There's a discussion about plans and also having the Six of Pentacles here. This is like, what's okay for you? What's okay for me? Like that type of thing. What do you want? What do I want? Like, what do I see? What do I feel inspired by? And how about you too? Like that type of thing. But there can be a part of you that like this is necessary, but because of what you're going through right now, you could have been like, I don't want to do that right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like something that you know needs to get done. And if you were in a different space mentally, you would feel up for this. But it feels like because of this intense thing that you're moving through right now, where there's like, you may even be recovering emotionally from something here. Because I'm seeing something painful going on that may still, you may be like, I can't stop thinking about it, or like, I'm just not over this yet, even though you already did what needs to be done, because we see Six of Wands. So this is like, you showed up and you took care of what this is, but having this over here can be like, but I'm still stressing out about this, and like, this still doesn't feel good, and like, I feel like I can't stop thinking about it, but it doesn't feel good every time I'm thinking about it, and I feel like I need time to sort of, it reminds me of, like your blood pressure dropping, and I'm just seeing somebody with a pale face, like not feeling weak, and it's like you need to get the color back in your cheeks in order to come back through and to do this, you know, like metaphorically speaking, it's needing to get your energy up. And then I'm seeing like something over here that needs to be tended to, but because of you feeling like you're not in the right spot energetically, because you're feeling depleted, it looks like something that needs to be done and something that needs to be tended to. You may not be feeling particularly inspired to be doing this. Just in light of what's going on. Because it feels like something about the pain keeping you at bay, but you may be keeping the pain at bay, and that may be keeping you feeling a bit like out of it. Okay. Stuff going on having to do with what you have established. So this can be a relationship, something like that. Your routine. I'm also seeing too, like even though you're not feeling like it, having the Four of Wands here is like things are going well. There's a working together that's happening here. We're moving forward. We're talking about moving forward. We're communicating. And then also I'm seeing the Sun too. So it feels like through communicating, something important is being brought to light. And the Sun speaks about like happiness and joy and feeling energized, like that type of thing.